Castle Quest was an early Famicom entry that took its time making its way to North America. The game has Prince Raphael navigating his way through Groken Castle to rescue Princess Margarita from Mad Miser. Collecting keys of various colors to open corresponding doors, the prince encounters enemies and platforming challenges to slow his progress. The game seems to sit in that gray zone between the second generation and third generation of video game consoles. Its aesthetic is akin to Donkey Kong, not quite getting away from the blocky, simply colored sprites that ushered in the NES, but falling short of the more refined sprites that showed up during the later years of the NES. The controls are equally less refined. Raphael has a sluggish floating jump that defies gravity, and an embarrassingly short sword. In addition, he can only use his sword when he's moving. This means you can't stand in place and let an enemy move into striking distance. You have to be moving toward the enemy and time your sword swing accordingly. One final negative is that the game has many dead ends that can't be backed out of. This means you can navigate fairly far into the game, forget to make one action when entering a new room, and find yourself unable to leave. Game over. You're stuck. Hit reset. Despite its negatives, the game can be a fun and charming adventure. But if games like Castle Quest, Wizards and Warriors, and Gauntlet appeal to you in all categories but controls, then I have a modern-day retro creation that will scratch that itch. On first glance, you might mistake Goblin Sword for a generic App Store shovelware title, and it was originally a mobile game. Released on iOS in 2014, the game was later ported and re-optimized for the Nintendo Switch. Though the game's simple, generic medieval skin gives you the impression it wasn't dutifully crafted, sharp controls and inventive level design soon have you hooked. The game is basic in only the most charming of ways. Its look, sounds, and play take you back to a simpler gaming age. Simple, yes, but still rather big. There are 89 levels with plenty of hidden secrets to keep you hunting for treasure long after the final boss is vanquished. Goblin Sword ended up being a sub $5 purchase that gave me more than 10 hours of gameplay, and I haven't unlocked half of the available levels. If you've got a huge backlog of games, then Goblin Sword isn't a requirement. But if you're looking for something simple and nostalgic to unwind with, the $5 price tag can't be beat.
Like this video and want more like it? You know what to do. Don't make me beg. Subscribe.